The first thing I do is I check my table. I'm checking this for cleanliness and also for safety. I've already polished this table, so I know it is polished to the standard that I need. I want to make sure that my next customer who sits down, there's no damage to their clothing or their handbags or other property. So once I'm satisfied that the table is ready to go, I check my chairs in the very same way. Just make sure they are clean, they're polished, there's nothing sticky attached to them. My chairs are directly opposite each other, so I'm happy with the positioning. Next thing I do is I choose what table surface I'm going to use. I can use a full linen cloth, I can use paper or disposable cloths, or I can use placemats. The reason we put covering on a table surface is to protect it from hot plates or from crockery that may be cracked underneath that could actually damage the surface of the table. And it also helps with the presentation. So today I'm using placemats. I place my first placemat just here on the table in the center of the back of the chair. Distance from the rim is important because I don't want it too close to the rim or the edge of the table so that it can inadvertently be pushed over by myself or a customer. So generally speaking, I use the distance from my knuckle to the top of my thumb, which is a safe distance from the rim or the edge of the table. And I work around the table with my 4 placemats, making sure that they're all uniformly placed on the table. Important if you have 2 people sitting opposite each other that they are directly opposite. So now I'm ready to fold my napkins. My folded napkins with the cutlery inside and my side plates are next to go on the table. So I'll start with a side plate. This is positioned to the left of the placemat, approximately halfway down. Again, it's all to do with presentation. It looks symmetrical, it looks properly placed on the table as is. My napkin goes to the right-hand side of the side plate so that it allows space for any bread that I'm going to offer to the customers once they're seated. And I work my way around the table. Then I continue to set the other 2 remaining place settings. Next to go on my table are my glasses. I have my 4 highly polished water glasses and wine glasses that I have checked after I polished them earlier. Again, I'm bending the knees when I'm lifting up my tray. My water glass goes just at the top right-hand corner of my placemat, followed by my wine glass. If I'm using a second wine glass, this goes very nicely here behind the water glass. So again, I move around the table, placing my glasses in the correct position. Just visually checking to make sure that everything is in its place. The last thing to go on my table is my centerpiece. I'm using today just a little vase with some fresh flowers. It's not too big. We don't want anything too big on the table that's going to overpower the table, and also it allows for easy conversation. My condiments, I have 2 sets. For this particular table layout, I just want to make sure the customer doesn't have to reach too far to get the condiments. So I'm going to place these between these 2 settings and my second set on the other side. And now I'm happy that my table is fully set to the required standards and the customer will have a positive impression as soon as they take their seat.